Hi everyone, Aidan here. Hope you're all keeping well. I'd like to talk to you today about how to negotiate with suppliers. There's a few tips that I'd like to give you based on my experience having dealt with China and many countries over the last 20 years. And the first thing you should always do is know about your products. You should know what the specifications of your products are. You should know what materials are used in your products. You should know what certifications and standards are required, but also things like the type of packing that's required and even the labels and artworks that's required. The reason why you need all this is that before you engage with manufacturers or suppliers, having all this information will allow you to properly assess them, but also allow them to give you proper prices. The next tip I would give is that you should prepare a supplier scorecard so that when you start to engage with different suppliers, that you have a unified way of grading them and assessing them on their ability to potentially be a good supplier to you. I'd always recommend that you have a scorecard done before you begin to engage with different suppliers. And a scorecard could really be anything that you want. It really depends on the product and what you're looking for. But the type of things that you would include in a scorecard would be the likes of price, quality, materials, packing, production lead times, maybe QC processes, and any other thing that you might feel is important. The next tip that I would give would be trying to get prices at different pricing levels. Now, different pricing levels, in my interpretation, basically means trying to get prices collected from, we'd say, your supplier's warehouse, having your supplier deliver it to you, maybe having a supplier deliver it to the port in their country, and then you pay for the shipping and customs, or having the supplier pay to deliver the goods to the port in your country, but then you pay the customs clearance and the transport to your final destination. So once you get these different prices, what that will do is allow you to see what scope is available and see potentially where you might bring savings in by using your own transport company or customs clearance provider. The next tip I would suggest is you should try and get volume discounts. So you should go to your supplier and ask them for prices at different volume levels. So what you might get is a range of prices based on volume purchases. I find that being able to get different volume levels, I'm able to see what scope is there and I'm able to negotiate pricing down based on that knowledge that I have. The next tip I give is you should always place a trial order. Now, most sellers will say they have a minimum order quantity, but with a trial order, you're liable to get smaller volumes because that seller wants to try and get in and do business with you. Now, the purpose of doing a trial order is obviously to try and reduce the risk to your company if the product is no good, but also enabling you to try and understand what really is the minimum order quantity that the supplier will accept. By getting that trial order in, you're able to negotiate down the minimum order quantities, which will enable you to probably buy lower or less quantities at more frequent times from a supplier. The next tip that I would give, you should always have more than one supplier. In the event something goes wrong with a supplier and you only had one supplier, you're in big trouble. Your supply chain is in massively big trouble. So you should always have at least 2, if not 3 different suppliers for your product. And why you need to have that is it'll ensure that you avoid overpaying for products. It'll obviously secure your supply of products. And also, by having 2 or 3 different suppliers, your staff are constantly talking to these suppliers. So they're going to get more information about what's out there. They're going to get more information on what's within the industry and maybe new products coming forward. So it's very important to have more than one supplier. So that's the simple tips that I can give to help you try and negotiate better rates with your suppliers. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me and please subscribe. Thanks for your time and goodbye.